But it's a little messy. Maybe we should make it a little nicer.
It's okay to be messy. It's raw.
Because I use it like quite often. Oh yeah, and I liked how you those flaps here. We had to make flaps as well, you know.
Nice.
But I don't know. Do you want to do like an
it's duct
overview
tape.
first, and then
Yes, please. Could you introduce yourself and then you can go with
just
your
before
flow.
that, I'm just gonna make it just a little nicer here, if you don't mind.
Cecil?
Yeah.
Did you help Julian building the cellar?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit?
But he did most of it.
Okay. He is the mastermind.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I'm the mastermind. I think you're the mastermind,
Oh no.
and
no.
all we had to do is to copy paste, you know. Yeah. But yeah, hi. My name is Julian. I come from France. I love to travel in the Tesla because it's very convenient and very easy, you know. So it's a great thing. Thanks, Jimmy, for all the advice.
Oh yeah. You asked me some question. I almost forgot about it.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
on your videos and also on the Twitter
Yeah.
conversations we had.
I'm so happy to see your setup in real life.
Yeah, it's amazing. What can I tell you? So we love to travel, obviously, and so whenever we decide, you know, what are we going to do this weekend? Maybe in the past we would be like, oh, we're going to stay, you know, in wherever we live, you know, and we're going to walk around or something like that. Now we have the option of going anywhere and sleeping at our destination for free, you know, and that's a big change because it allows us to just think of traveling more often than we would normally do. So I think that's really amazing, you know, it just opens possibility we didn't have before.
Absolutely.
And when it comes to weekends, you know, that's something I mentioned, but when it comes to like vacation, like we just did now in Norway, that was completely insane, like so cool, because we drove to Norway and in Norway and then back, and that was like 5,300 kilometers or something, which is a lot, maybe 3,500 miles or so. And the cost of it all for 2 weeks was ridiculously low compared to other, you know, options. We had some friends who did the same thing 2 weeks before us, but they flew to Norway. They rented a car. They went to the restaurant and to the hotels, and the cost was probably 4 times ours.
Wow.
Like, this is insane, you know.
4 times. Yeah.
So we probably saved about 6,000 euros by having this. So
Okay.
yeah,
So how much did you spend for the entire
we
trip?
spent all included, including museums, everything, 2,000
Okay.
euros.
Yeah.
That's for 2 people, you know, 1,000 each, let's say. And other people spent about 8,000 euros, all included. So yeah, it makes a really big difference.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And also there's the joy of like just driving through Germany, through Denmark, and seeing all the things you wouldn't see when you fly. And you know, I'm a pilot, I love to fly as well, but it's just different things. And knowing that you can travel by adding no CO2 to the atmosphere is amazing, it's fantastic.
For sure.
So yeah.
Would you like to give us a tour of
Absolutely.
your system?
Yeah. So let's see. Let's start with the bed. That's the easiest. So here we have a bed for 2 people. I do want to mention that it's an X-Bed brand. Whenever I have a chance online, I say, you know, you guys should go for this one, the X-Bed Megamat Duo. It used to be called TXY. Now it's called, I don't know, Auto, TX Auto maybe. The reason I love this one is that it's very comfortable. It has both foam and air. And so it gives a lot of comfort, but also it's super easy to stow. Like it fits in like less than half of the front or the sub trunk. So that's really helpful.
Nice.
Okay, so here's the bed. We can fit 2 people. The other advantage of this specific mattress is that it's adapted to the shape of the Model Y. As you can see here, it has this shape here, giving you more space for your torso, which is more important, and less space for your legs because of the wheels. But it's great, it gives you a lot more space and it's more comfortable, I think, to sleep here. Okay. So we just got sheets and pillows from IKEA, which makes it feel just like home. Very very homey. Let's see. Let's move to the back. This is where we have our kitchen. So for that, we have to fold the mattress just like this. And usually we just extend the kitchen like it is now when we extend the mattress so that it can rest on the kitchen itself. So we just push like that. And then we do have 2 induction cooktops, which we can see here. 1 and 2. And we have here a faucet, which I'm going to sort of build real quick. So you just pull here, and then the water will flow from there. So here you just attach it real quick. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. And here there's a button. So there, unfortunately the tank is empty right now, so I won't be able to show you, but there's a button, you press it just like that and water flows. So you can clean your dishes quite easily.
Nice.
And then we use this other one, which is really similar. It's also a cutting board, but you can use it also in the same way as this one. And the way we discovered is best, we set it here, for example, and then when the dishes are clean but still wet, we put them here. This way they don't put like a lot of water everywhere. And then once we're done, we just fold everything away. So that makes it super convenient. It's just like a 1-minute setup, really. Mm-hmm. The only problem I haven't discovered yet, or we haven't discovered, is when there's like gray water here after cleaning the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice to have a place to put this water and not just throw it in the environment. Or we need maybe just a soap that is adapted to the environment.
Yeah.
We don't have that yet, but that's next.
Yeah, I think in camping stores you can find a lot of biodegradable soap.
Okay.
And they just.
All right. So folding away or like putting away everything here takes a little longer because we wanted to make sure we have a very very short kitchen, and that would be to give us more space so that our face is not like too close to the roof when we sleep. So we wanted everything to be as low as possible. And so I think this is only 12 centimeters. And that's why I bought these 2 specific induction cooktops, because they're very, very slim. And also these 2 were bought based on the height of them, okay? This is to cook water for pasta, for example. And this is like for, steaks or veggies or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. So the best thing is when you're done cooking, you set it in the plate and it sort of looks nice. And then you go to the front and you can enjoy your Netflix and watch something, like if you're home in front of your TV.
And the wood, is it UV coated? Did you put like a lacquer resistant?
I think Cecile can
This is
explain.
my pot, yeah.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Ah. Would you like to talk about it?
Well, it's just lacquer.
Lacquer, yeah, clear lacquer.
So we put it 2 times and that's all. Yeah. So on each pot, Julian dismantled everything. I put it and he mounted it again.
Ah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I guess one thing that we did not think through is that if you put, I don't know what you call it, varnish or lacquer, or what do you say?
Lacquer?
Lacquer?
I think, yeah.
This thing, yeah?
Yeah.
So when you like apply it, it's just like paint really, it's just transparent, right?
Yeah.
So then it will take time to dry up, and it can take like several days or weeks. And so we did it right before we went for the trip, because we decided to do it in June, the whole kitchen, there was nothing here and there was no wood early June. and we had to leave on the 15th of August. And we were like, well, do we need to go? We already had the bed and everything, okay? We could sleep in the car. We were like, do we need to go to the restaurant all the time when we're in Norway? It's gonna be really expensive, and it's gonna be nicer to just cook for ourselves, right? And so we're like, yeah, I guess we could do the kitchen. And I think you actually said, yeah, I think we should do it. So I said, all right then. And I started to look at Jimmy's videos a lot, and looking at it frame by frame, oh, we need this thickness, we need this and that. And I started to write Jimmy, okay, what thickness do you recommend for this part and that part? And then, you answered us all these questions. So it took us about a month to start building stuff, like buying the wood, and then another month to get it done, So I think by the end of July, everything was built, and it was just adding some touches like the water tanks and all this stuff, which I'll show you next.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 weeks was okay. Well, the last week was really the Leica.
Nice. Yeah.
And then it smelled so when we started driving, there was the smell that was terrible. We thought we were gonna die when we sleep there the first night. We're like, oh fuck, why did we not think through that,
Oh no, yeah.
But thanks God, with the bed on top of it and the air coming from the front, after like one day we couldn't smell it anymore.
Yeah.
And it's not that we got used to it, because when we got out of the car for a few hours and back, we just couldn't smell it anymore.
Oh, it was gone, yeah.
Yeah, so I was really reassured, because I was a little worried that it would affect our health.
Yeah. Having the climate on probably helps drying
Sure.
it too. Yeah.
Drying, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it got dried, but like after day 5 or something.
And this is half. Yeah, that's half. Maybe 12 millimeter, half inch. I think so.
I don't remember now.
Yeah. This one is thicker.
Yeah, this one thicker.
Oh, the size also thicker.
That's also thicker.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah, and there's a number of things I could tell you actually, but let's see. So I use your recommended latches here. I got them on Amazon from a Chinese company, and they click right in place. And I'm gonna set this aside, and also those solar panels.
How many total of these do you have?
So there's 6 like this, and then 2 other that can be deployed, which are bifacial.
Okay.
In total, it's 1 kilowatt.
Wow. Okay.
Let's see. Okay, here is the fridge. Would you like to have a look at that?
Oh yeah, I've seen this one.
Yeah, this one is great because it's on the side. It doesn't take much space. Of course, it's limited in the space that's available for stuff, but it can go pretty deep, as you see, all the way down here. And that's 15 liters. So I think it's just enough for, let's say, 1 day or 1.5 day of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty good. For some reason, here it is. Didn't want to close anymore, but no, it works really well. I'm very happy about this one. However, we tried to connect it to the battery, the EcoFlow battery, on the 12 volts, and it doesn't work. Yeah, the fan starts to turn and then it stops, and it just doesn't work. It works connected to the Tesla.
Okay.
Maybe it's only for 16 volts.
Okay.
But it does seem to need more voltage than what the EcoFlow can deliver, which is 12.
Oh, okay.
So that's good to know. And also on this side, we have our condiment / food storage. So we still have some spaghetti from the trip and some cans.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have trash bags.
Yeah.
And I know that you have a little place for the trash bag. We still use this when we have to, or we just set it there and that's it,
Okay.
But your system is like clever. We do have olive oil and stuff like that, like salt, pepper, and all that stuff.
Nice.
All the food that's dry would go here essentially.
Okay.
And I think that's a great place, honestly.
Yeah, sometimes I just put the garbage bag on the
latches.
latch.
Yeah.
But your latch looks smaller in my mind.
Yeah, because a part of it is inside. I want to make sure. So I did a lot of calculation and then make some mistakes and just changed it a few times. But what I wanted to do is when this goes up, that the latches don't interfere and it can go vertical.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the latches are a bit inside. And there's just enough for us to press them here. So that's why I did it this way.
Yeah, and you got 2 legs on the bottom.
Yeah.
Are these legs? Yeah.
There's the little legs here so that they can rest there.
Yeah, okay.
And the one thing I want to add, I'm not sure that's interesting for you, but I should have brought it, but I didn't think of it. This part here, my goal is to remove it from the car. I do want to have a surface here, okay? But I want to remove it and instead put another board that looks, in terms of the shape, that is the same, but that you can open in two, like unfold it,
Yeah.
and it becomes a table.
Yeah.
Because that's the best space, I think. We don't want to have additional stuff, you know. We want to, like, the best part is no part, you know. So we want to have just one place, one item like this that can be used as a table.
Mm-hmm.
So we worked on it. I already have the wood that is folded and that you can open and that is cut exactly to those dimensions. However, I didn't find yet a way to do the feet for that table, because I want the feet to be sort of integrated in it, so it's pretty complicated. Anyways, what's next? So I think this is a really cool one. I don't know if you've seen it before. This here is an oven.
Oh my god.
So it's from GoSun, just like the water faucet.
Okay, it's oven.
It's an oven, but it's not like any oven. It's the perfect oven for a Tesla driver,
Yeah.
I believe.
And it's electric, you plug it into
Yeah.
the EcoFlow.
So
Oh, there we go. We have the table.
thank you very much. I think there's 3 reasons why this is excellent for a Tesla. Let me just unfold it and put the feet out, if I manage to. It looks like it's made in China, you know, but it's very, very clever. It's an American company called GoSun, and what they do is a lot of stuff for outdoors and camping, but for like kitchen. So that's the solar
Solar oven.
way to cook it.
Yeah.
You unfold those flaps, and then you sort of orient it towards the sun. You have this tool here to help you find out if you're well aligned. And of course you put your food in here.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. This is so advanced.
And not only that, yeah, good idea. You have some additional tools that you can use. So these things here. So that's for you to separate your food in different sections. So here you can put your veggies. Here you can put your rice to cook, and on the final one you can put your chicken or whatever.
Wow.
Still smells like the apple crumble that we cooked last time. And then there's this wonderful tool, which is a thermometer that you stick inside your chicken or your meat or your apple, and this will connect to the app. So that's pretty helpful. Let me explain then. That's one way to cook with solar, and the other way to cook is with electric. So you can connect this to the EcoFlow or to your car, but for us, we connect it to the EcoFlow because the fridge takes up already the 12 volts / 16 volts. Here is where to connect it. This plug here, and you see the cable comes right there. So we just plug it like that. And then we rest it on that surface actually. We might as well demonstrate it properly. And so 2 of the 3 reasons that it's awesome is that you can cook with solar or with electricity. And if you cook with solar, imagine all the energy that an oven normally would use. Well, you don't use any of that energy because the sun will provide it. The reason it's very smart is that there's 2 cylinders here. 1 cylinder inside, 1 cylinder outside, and there's vacuum inside, in between. And so there's no heat loss. So if you touch it and it's at 200 degrees Celsius inside, outside it's room temperature. So you don't risk burning yourself.
So
And
it's basically heating coils that's inside the tube?
there's one heating coil for the electric version
Oh, okay.
when you cook electric. But if you cook solar,
Yeah.
it's only the solar rays.
Yeah, okay.
And you cannot do both at the same time according to the manufacturer.
Okay.
Okay, so those are the two reasons that it's cool, solar and electric. The third reason is that you can cook while you're driving. So what we did towards the end of the trip, once we figured it out, is we would like stop the car, prepare the food and put it in the oven, plug it in. Let's say it's for the night, you know, there's no sun, so we just plug it in. We continue driving. And then with the app, we have both the temperature and it beeps once it reaches the temperature you want. And then with the EcoFlow app, you just turn it off when it's done cooking. And then you're like, okay, we're gonna pull over here and just have dinner. You know? So it can cook while you drive, and that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was a long section about the oven, but I think it's worth it.
I've never seen something like that.
And is there anything else that's worth mentioning here? Not really, just you know, cables and I don't know what you call these, razors.
Yeah. It's interesting to have.
Oh, yeah, this one is interesting. Do you have that?
Racer?
Like to raise the car, you know? I don't know what you call this in English.
Oh.
No, this.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. What are these called? I don't know. Racer?
Levelers.
Leveler. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think the picture explains it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think it's useful in some instances when you have a sloped terrain. You
Yeah.
still want to sleep there.
Yeah.
So you orient the car so that it's towards the slope, and then you raise
Yeah.
low, like some of the wheels. Oh, and just in case you're interested in this one, this also is from GoSun, but it's their water system, and I'm using a part of that system, the faucet that you saw. That's from this box.
Mm-hmm.
So now, basically, all this stuff is additional stuff, but there's a solar panel here. So if you have water from a river, you can put that hose coming from the faucet into the river. It will filter it and pump it with an electric pump that's inside of this, using just solar energy, and drinkable water will come out. Just with this one box. So we bought it. I think it's an amazing purchase, and we just install it in the car instead of having the box.
Oopsie.
Sorry.
No worries. The table is okay?
Dangerous
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's put this stuff back.
Yeah.
Oh, and that is a
Oh, that's a emergency tire
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
in case we need to get out of
Yep.
some dicey situation. This here, not sure what you call it in English. The shovel.
Oh, yes. Oh, I think Oliver has a very similar one.
Yeah, this one seemed interesting. We have
Yeah.
the same one when we go hiking, like not the same one, like a very very small one and very very light.
Yeah.
But since this is carried by the car, we thought we can go for a better one, in case we do need to go to the bathroom. Yeah. No, we've never made use of it. Okay.
When you drive, do you always keep this open or sometimes you close it?
Sometimes closed, sometimes open.
Okay.
But being lazy, you know, I just leave it in the last state that it was in, and usually
Yeah.
the last thing I did was to sleep in the car, so it's open because of that. And there's two more solar panels here. I'm sure you saw them.
Yep.
So we would normally. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sometimes when we want to charge the EcoFlow with solar, we just take out all the panels and we just stick them on the car. Bon, ça, il faut le mettre dans l'autre sens en fait. Tu veux bien m'aider? It's a two people's job sometimes, you know?
You'll be one person when you figure out the cover and
Yeah.
as a table. Yeah.
The goal is to get rid of this table,
Yeah.
as you obviously figured out. This one can go here. And for instance, we can drive just like that. Okay, let's go to this side again. If we move the seats forward here, we have a bit better access. Okay, so this is an EcoFlow battery. This is the Delta 2 Max, and I really love this one battery. It has a 2 kilowatt hour capacity and up to 2.4 kilowatt power, and this allows us to use the induction cooktops. Not both of them at 100%, but let's say 50% and 50%, or one at 100% and the other one at like 20%. But these are so powerful that you never need 50%. Usually we're at 20 to 25 when we cook, so this works perfectly. I do need to add a little detail. These specific induction cooktops by Tokit, T-O-K-I-T, are very specific in the way they use the power. Usually induction cooktops, they would go to the maximum power for a certain period of time and then go to zero for a certain period of time and do a duty cycle like this, right? So they go to maximum and then to zero and then to maximum and then to zero.
Okay.
And that means you need to be able to provide maximum power on both if you want to cook on both at the same time, which this battery is not able to cover, right? So we got induction cooktops that instead of going to 100%, if you want only 20%, it will oscillate between 18 and 25 or something like that, you know, be close to your command. And it means you can have both running at the same time without the EcoFlow sort of stopping it and say, I can't do it anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So those are really important and they go well with this battery. What else we have? We have here one of those boxes. So for now it's almost empty.
Pretty empty, yeah.
But when we travel, this is full. We put some of our gear, you know.
Nice.
And we have here a cord extension with the two induction cooktops plugged here. It's hard to see.
Okay.
And the reason that's good is because there's also a switch, so we can turn on and off the induction cooktops from here if we have to. Then we have a Starlink antenna here.
Oh, that's the router.
No, that's the antenna.
Oh, here.
I can take it out if you want.
Oh no, it's okay. People know.
Right. And so that's the Starlink plug right here. I put a switch so that we can decide to turn it on or off independently from the induction cooktops. And I've put it under this seat. So the router is under the seat.
Ooh, nice.
And some of the cable as well.
Very
because
nice.
it takes a lot of space and you know, it's better to save the space.
Yep.
So I'm put this back here.
And you have a panel that is up permanently.
Yeah, it's semi-permanent.
Yeah.
In the winter we get rid of it.
Okay.
I think. But if it's the summer, and if we plan on being away from superchargers or chargers for a while, it's better to have it out. You see, it's connected directly here to. It's like almost invisible. It is visible if you pay attention, but from afar you don't really know that it's there. But it still charges the EcoFlow, even if the car is turned off, and that's pretty useful if you want to eat tonight. You know. With the induction cooktop.
Nice.
Otherwise, you have to charge through the car, and that's much slower. No, it's not that it's much slower, but how can I say it? This is free energy. If I want to charge with the car, but we're not in the car has to be turned on, which will consume a lot of battery for no reason. So this is good. It avoids you to waste energy, essentially. Oh, and maybe one thing we can have a look at is the water tanks. So we've put here one water tank that is 10 liters under this seat, and the what do you call this in English?
The water hose?
Yeah, the hoses. Yeah, you can see coming here. So I made a hole also, like you did in the I don't know in English, this blue thing.
Yeah.
The tape. What is it? I don't know what it's called.
Oh, okay.
And then we make the hose go all the way here. It's sort of hidden, so that's pretty nice.
Oh, okay.
And then it meets, there's another tank on the other side.
Two of them.
And both hoses meet.
Oh, parallel.
Yeah. They meet where the 2 blocks of seats meet.
Whoa, okay.
And it goes up. And I will take out some stuff on the other side so you can see.
Julian is so advanced.
The problem is that the mattress takes too much space. Let's get rid of it. But with the antenna, it's pretty hard to see, so I have to take it out.
Okay.
Okay, like this should work. All right. So, see if you can spot the hose that goes from here to inside. You know. I'm gonna help you.
So here's the tank.
See that hose here? Right there. So if you don't have the lights, you can't see it.
Wait, where is it?
Oh yeah, I'll show you again. Right there.
Oh, the black.
Yeah. That black thing here.
Oh, 2 of them. Yeah.
So one is water and one is energy for the faucet. Electricity for the faucet.
And where?
That goes plug here.
Where's
Like that.
the location where the 2 hoses meet?
Right here. Can you see it?
Oh,
now?
under the mat. Okay.
So they meet like
yeah,
that.
yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it's black. This is black, so you can't see it, and it goes under the seat.
Yeah.
So that.
Through the battery.
Yeah.
To the high voltage.
Above the battery. Yeah, yeah.
Very risky.
Yeah.
I like it.
But it works. I haven't seen under since we used that, so I hope everything is fine.
Okay. It hasn't flooded yet.
Yeah. There we go. And now is a good time to look at inside here. And we have our shower. So this, you put water inside. This is what, 10 liter? Yep, 10 liter shower from Decathlon. It's a French brand, but it's really awesome because they do sport and camping gear. That's really cheap, but good quality.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you have like good quality, very expensive, or cheap and not very good. This is like very good and very cheap. And this is the shower cabin.
Yeah.
So you pop it out and you can shower inside. So it's pretty helpful.
That's a chair.
And that's 2 chairs, one here, one there.
Okay.
We've actually not used them because we started to watch Vikings as we were in Norway. And then we decided just to eat when we have dinner or lunch, watching Vikings on our seats, you know.
Okay.
It's an addiction. And that?
Would you also like to show people the flaps?
Oh yeah, of course. So the flaps
Okay, right
fold
now
out
it's duct tape.
like this. No, it's not duct tape. This is just to avoid for the mattress to have contact with that.
Oh, okay, okay. The hinges are underneath.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
So that it's quite sturdy, right?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I don't have a better idea to protect the mattress than tape. So for now, that's what it is. But I'll watch your videos and for sure, soon enough, I'll learn how to make this better. So another thing is I cut here the planks like that, and it serves 2 purposes. One of them is that when you're sleeping and you want to access something that's in this door pocket, you know, you can put your hand inside here and access the door pocket.
Nice, okay.
And also, when it's closed and you want to access stuff here, it's much better than having the plank having a right angle here.
Yep.
That would not be very convenient, so that's the reason.
That's good.
It works well for the mattress. Okay. What's next? You may wonder what's this to do. Like, are we gonna go for a swim or something? No. When we put the windshield, what do you call that?
The shade?
Yeah, the shade, solar shade by the windshield. It doesn't really stick well to the windshield, especially on the left and right side. It's sort of there's a bit of a gap, you know, so you can see light through. So we use that just like that here, and this will push. Maybe I demonstrate by doing it rather than
it's okay.
explaining. Do you think it's fine?
Yeah.
Okay. It just pushes the shade.
Okay, onto
So
the
that
window.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the best way we found.
Okay.
Alright, let's just put this back. This is a good one too. From Joa.
Yeah, they make great products.
Yeah, those are really good. They also fit in the frunk, but we like to store them right there. We found that this is the best way to store them, with the rounded part up and towards the rear. This way, you leave them here always accessible, and they don't bother you when you go in and out. Any other position, and they would sort of make it more difficult for you to get in and out. I don't think there's anything special about the front, but this was our dressing room. Do you want to explain it?
Oh, okay.
No, it's just it. We put our clothes.
So we had one layer of shoes. So we had all the shoes, like the hiking shoes, which take a lot of volume, and then like
running shoes.
Sorry?
Running shoes.
Oh yeah, running shoes as well. And
normal shoes.
we managed to sort of fit everything as one layer.
Uh-huh.
And then the layer on top was our clothes bag,
Oh, okay.
So I had this side and Cecile had that side, and we could easily get our stuff. And it was still well organized. I think the beauty of this is you have access, it's easy. You don't have to like open stuff, keep it open like in the trunk or on the back side,
Uh-huh.
It's great. And with this cable, by the way, I do want to add a little detail. This is a cable that comes with any Tesla.
It used to.
So with this one here, which is good for Europe, I think this one is a French one, but works in Germany and any other place in Europe.
Yeah.
Not in the UK. With this one, you can plug it directly to the EcoFlow, and you don't need a neutral grounding plug on the European one.
Oh.
I know you do with the 120 in the US or in Canada, but in Europe you don't.
Because you don't have ground.
There is ground.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's really funny. The ground is like top and bottom.
Yeah, and inside this hole as well. Depending on the country, there's the plug, so the socket will have one pin coming out. In France, you have one pin coming out. In Germany, you have something that attaches to the sides here.
Yeah.
So that's why you have all of that.
Oh, okay.
But for some reason, you don't need the neutral grounding. I don't know why. Maybe it's integrated in the EcoFlow.
Maybe.
But it just works perfect. It does charge the car perfectly.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, no. There's more.
There's more.
It's really important. So, I've learned to do a ton of things thanks to you, Jimmy. You inspired us, and me to do plank cutting and build stuff which I've never done before.
Thank you.
So, no, I thank you.
Oh, you have your pilot jacket right there.
Yeah, I do, exactly. Yeah, I just landed from the airport. So, what I want to show now is this cable, which I manufactured. I didn't manufacture the entire cable, but I connected those two,
Yeah.
And
for the panel. Okay, so this is like doing parallel stuff.
Yeah, so there's here cables going to. It's gonna be hard to see. Maybe you can just go have a look. On the right side here, at the angle you see there's two things popping out. That's the MC4 connectors.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is going to the roof. No.
Yeah, almost.
Almost? Okay.
I'll show you in a sec. So what I do, these two connect there, and this is a flat cable, so it can come out like that. It comes out just like that, instead of this thing here.
Okay, yeah.
If I manage. Well, it can go completely inside, and then it's completely hidden, So you don't drive like that, but you can close it and and then you connect here the different cables to put 2 panels here, 2 panels there. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels, and that's 600 watts. And all that goes into. Oh yeah, by the way, those two would be in parallel with those two, which are in parallel with those two.
Right.
But those two are in series together, those two in series,
Okay.
and those two in series, yeah?
Gotcha.
And those, so here I connect the parallel adapter.
Yeah. So this cable down there, where does it go?
It goes all the way there. And it's tough to see, but we can give it a shot. Sorry. So, tu peux tenir ça? So those two cables come right there. That's the ones from the roof.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So
And then they go down. That's parallel cables, of course. And then they go down to the batteries.
okay, okay. Wow.
And that's the best way to connect things while keeping everything closed. That, we figured out.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, I guess that's it, man.
Yeah. Do you want to leave a place where people can find you?
Yeah, on Twitter, I'm at JulienVM. So that's JulienVM. And you, maybe?
They will reach me through you.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks, Jimmy. This is amazing.
Thank you
You
for showing
are
people.
our inspiration for roaming in Europe and hopefully soon in other parts of the world,
Yes.
I think there should be a network actually of Tesla owners that have the kitchen, and like maybe other people are doing, like you, when they travel the world, they can do exchange and things like that. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, there's no way. Say we want to go to the US, well, you cannot rent a Tesla, and then put a kitchen in it
Mhm.
for 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And last May we were in the US. We rented 3 Teslas because we're at 3 different places,
Yeah.
and we wanted, we thought, can we sleep in it? And we realized we can't. We have to bring all our gear and stuff. It doesn't make sense, so we have to go to the hotels every time.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's unfortunate.
Unless
I wish a
you-
network like that would develop.
That would be so cool. Yeah.
But
we-
you are
we
the
just
man.
need to-
You have to start it.
we just need to expand it, starting with Oliver, and then
Yeah.
there is so many more people. There is a guy in Switzerland that I met just before coming up here. He didn't make his own, but he is one of the earlier customer
Cool.
of the Frappo Camper Kit, and it would be awesome to have everyone connected.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there should be some like a group somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
We have to do it.
On Discord, on Twitter, on X, whatever you want.
Yeah.
There should be this group.
Yeah, the Tesla camper
Yeah, I really think
folks.
so. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, thank you guys.
Welcome.